Larry, thanks for coming today.
No problem.
If you don't mind, would you let us know your name and when you were born and where and that?
Larry Cereghino, I was born in 1951 in Milwaukie here.
Oh, in Milwaukee?
Actually, no, I was born in St. Vincent's in Portland, but we were living in just outside Milwaukie on the farm.
Okay. And you grew up in Milwaukee? You went to what schools?
St. John's the Baptist grade school, and then Milwaukie High School.
Uh-huh. Nice. I went to St. John's also.
Yep, Father Brennan, Father Wachter, Pete Lapine, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Timers.
I'll have to remember about Casey and his books to ask you later. So how did your family first come to Milwaukie and when?
I couldn't tell you exactly when. I know my grandfather came over in 1897. He was 17 years old. Him and his brother, actually, there was four of them. Two older, one younger. And they came over and just like everybody else, Ellis Island, and then they headed west, and they ended up going up and down the west coast. They had relatives that went to California, and some went up to Tacoma, and they were at the celery gardens, or the Selwood Gardens for years, and then I think finally in 1907, they bought the farm.
Okay, the farm here on Lake Road.
Yep, the one that they had to cut down all the trees and make it a farm.
And so your family continued to farm there for your grandfather. What was his name?
Giovanni Battista.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your dad was?
Louis. Louis and then Joe, his brother, they farmed it. But Alice was the oldest child, and Alice, Lena, my dad, who was Louis, Joe, and then Flora. And then, my grandfather, he died in 1961, and my grandmother died, though, I think it was 1944.
Oh. Wow.
41 or 44. But, but 1907, they bought the farm. And,
oh, it was 1907. You were one of the first farmers around here.
yeah, and then we ended up having to sell it in 2018. Nobody wanted to farm it anymore, and regulations were getting to be just a nightmare.
I've heard that story before from the Syrian sun farms.
And they're only getting worse.
Yeah. Well, Casey had a funny story. I don't know if it was true or not, about the first housing project that came in next to you and their complaints.
Oh. Well, that was, well, I should know that guy's name. I can't think of it now, but I can remember because he had cows.
Oh, really?
Yeah. McLaughlin Farm right there, just to our east.
Oh.
And I'm not sure when that was. I can remember riding a bicycle through his property. So we used to go down the creek a lot, but I don't remember when that was.
Okay. And then as people came along, did you have a few houses on the farm that your family owned?
We had two of them. Actually, no, we had three of them. There was the big house, which my grandfather lived in with my Aunt Lena and Flora. And then right below them, there was a house that my Uncle Joe lived in. He built. And then on the corner of Kuhn Road and Lake Road was our house that my dad built. So, or somebody built.
Right on the corner, huh?
Right on the corner.
And the other ones are they on Lake Road or down the property?
Well,
a bit?
two of them were on Lake Road, and one of them was down a little ways. So,
okay.
none of them are there anymore.
Oh, none of them?
Nope, they're gone.
Okay. Well, that's kind of the story, isn't it? So how was it for you growing up in Milwaukie?
Oh man, it was a blast.
Was it?
It was a blast.
What would be a typical summer day?
Well, you'd have to work.
Oh,
and after
right.
that, we'd set up the crates in the field and play ball.
Ah.
So, or my cousin and I would run down to the creek and crawdad fish or do something. You didn't have to worry about being home at a certain time. If you wanted to eat, you made it home at a certain time, but
Right,
You know.
right. Things were fun when we were kids.
boy,
We were
they-
very lucky.
Yes, they were.
And did you spend time like the pool at the junior high? Or?
Not very often.
Oh, no, not there?
No.
Okay, how about the stores downtown?
Well, we went down to Price Right a lot because Lena, my aunt, worked there.
Price Right?
Yeah.
What is that now?
Right across the street from Richardson's headquarters.
Oh, okay.
Store in there.
Okay.
Used to be a grocery store, Bassler's. Red Bassler. Do you remember that name?
I remember that name, but I don't really know.
He was big around Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. He lived up on Kellogg Creek, on the other side of the creek. He had a nice place there. We used to go fishing behind there a lot too.
Where Monroe Sweetland house was?
Oh, I don't know that house.
Well, it's right. It looks like it's on McLaughlin, but it's right on the edge, on the other side of Kellogg Creek.
He's east of where Oakfield is. Red was.
I see.
So.
Oh, okay.
We moved when I was young. We moved down to the corner of 34th and Lake because the house we were in was just too small. So they rented that out for a while, and then I think they just tore it down.
Huh.
So.
How many siblings did you have?
Older sister, older brother, younger sister.
So the four of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's small for an Italian family back then.
Well, my nephew right now, my brother's youngest son has 8 kids. 7 boys and a girl.
Must be all the nieces and nephews I see.
Yeah, with Cassie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're down in California then?
No, Cassie is, but no, they're out in Milano.
Oh, okay. They must have been down there on vacation.
Yeah, they go down there quite a bit and see them.
Oh, that's nice. And wow, so what did you say, 1907? They brought the property. And wasn't your dad big in Milwaukee High sports?
Well, bigger than in St. John's. He started coaching in St. John's back in the 30s. And then, but you know, he knew everything about Milwaukee High School. I mean, he went to Milwaukee High School. And yeah, he was, you know, one of the reasons why they were able to get the Hall of Fame. After the fire at Milwaukee High School,
The gym
destroyed all those trophies, and Dad had pretty much a, you know, photographic memory of all that stuff. So he knew about all the old timers.
Right, yeah. I remember people saying it was kind of a good luck charm to see your dad sitting watching a game.
Well, he was always at the baseball field or watching a basketball game, one of the two.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and your grandparents came from where?
Italy, Favale di Marlborough.
Where's that?
About 35, 40 kilometers south of Genoa.
Oh, okay, where my family's from.
Yeah, Genovese.
Yeah, we're Genovese too. They still are.
Yeah.
We go over there.
Well, I used to go over there quite a bit. I haven't been back since 2017. My wife and I go over there.
No, that's not so long ago.
No, but I'm tired of traveling. We've been over there so
Thank
many
you,
times.
me too.
That's a long plane ride.
Everybody says, how can you be tired of traveling? But yes. So they were the first ones in your personal history. And
How about sports? Were you involved in sports yourself?
Yeah, I played ball, everything. You know, we jumped from football, basketball, baseball. And of course, I was fairly fast, so when I got to high school, I didn't play baseball, I ran track. But I played football and basketball.
did you?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I and my younger brothers went to LaSalle.
Yeah.
And, but my cousin Marilyn was in the first class. So I was the third class of LaSalle.
Well, Chris, I used to watch him play. I knew Jack Claiborne pretty well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I wasn't around when they were that age. I moved out in 1970 and I've been all over the country, and then I didn't move back until 92.
You went to school with my sister, didn't you?
Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her back in the early 90s, and she was Maybe she didn't remember me or something.
Oh yeah, she just,
Just was tired, maybe.
I don't know, she's getting old like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting old, no way.
What about some of the things like festival days? Did you participate in that?
No, we went, but I didn't get involved. I wasn't involved in too much, I was involved in the youth sports in Milwaukee.
Did you coach in that?
I coached for 35 years, and then I also started the basketball programs for Milwaukee high school kids, the younger kids. So did that and coached in baseball. And
So that was your thing.
yeah,
Sports, and now it's bocce.
I don't do a lot of bocce anymore.
Oh,
I call it bocce.
okay, bocce.
Well, because
That is the Italian way to
yes, it is.
pronounce it.
No, my body just doesn't allow it. It's just bad knee, bad back. I was playing in a tournament in Boston and I had to drop out because of my back. I played one more year and that was it.
So what are you doing now?
Putting in pavers out at the Paisano Club
Okay.
around the bocce courts.
Okay.
I started the Paisano Bocce Club in 2003, and now it's getting big.
I bet it's a more popular sport now.
Yeah, and they're about at capacity as far as the leagues go.
Yeah.
But I'd always hoped that somebody would, put up the money to build courts around here because it is a fun game. But you want to do it so you don't have to pull a lot of maintenance.
Yeah. Is that why they do it on rocks, small rocks?
No, now it's like the Paisanos. They put they have concrete with carpet.
Outdoor carpet. You brought us some pictures. Can we take a look at them?
Yeah, what did I do with them?
Up here on top?
I can't.
Oh,
lose
there
that.
you go.
This is a picture of the farm.
Oh, nice.
It's one of the last pictures of the farm.
Oh, yeah. Here, you take one and I'll take the other. Can you get that in there?
Oh, bring it upwards there a little bit.
Over here.
Yeah, up a little bit. There you go.
And that was the main house right there.
Okay.
And then Joe's house is just right below it here. And then we had the barn. But over here in this corner was where we had a house where I would, live.
Where you grew up, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. It's hard to remember. What's this down here?
That's just more farm.
Oh, okay. It must be farm buildings. Because the creek's right here, right?
Yeah, no, we used to store a lot of box crates and boxes and things like pipe. So anyway, and this was after. Here, hold that up one second. Okay. Over here is what you were talking about earlier about the farm next to us.
The new, But when the houses first came in.
Right over here is in this corner. You can't see it. Is where the manure pile was, and then they built all these homes in here and here, and everybody used to complain about the manure pile.
Oh, right.
Well, we used to just say, well, it was here long before your home was here.
Yeah.
So
now they're complaining about them in Damascus.
yeah.
That's why they moved the farm. But you probably know about that.
Yeah, well, let's get 212 and 224 is a nightmare. When you start moving farm machinery around there, you're asking for trouble.
Right. What else have you got?
Oh, I got a picture of my grandpa back in the Selwood Gardens. I didn't bring much because I didn't have time to go through everything, but here's some small pictures. This is all...
It's the Selwood Garden?
It used to be the Selwood Garden.
Oh, I thought it was all the celery.
No.
My whole life I thought you were saying celery.
This is, my mom's side, this was over here at Celery Gardens. But this is us at Lena's funeral.
Okay, bring it up this way and over towards Larry.
Here, and let's put this behind it.
This will all be edited, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, this is myself and my cousins and my brother.
Oh, nice.
That was at Lena's funeral, and this is us when we were kids, all of us. Same picture, and then this are all of our kids. And this is, down here is, I don't know who, my dad
And the two brothers that came?
Well, okay, my grandpa's in the middle, and my dad,
Oh.
and Joe.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm trying to see who's out in the field. I know it's my dad and my uncle, Joe. And this is Grandpa here and my dad when he was getting really old. And Joe up here on the tractor.
Okay.
I mean, these pictures are small. I think I might have some of these. Like, this is a picture of my grandfather and his brother Charlie.
Oh, nice.
And the woman in the middle is Carmela. She's from Sacramento, but you know, she was from Italy. And this picture was my grandfather. This was in 1952, right after I was born. Alice, Flora, and Lena. These are all old.
You're great.
Yeah.
And here's Lena and Carmela.
So that would have been in the 50s, or?
And what was the connection with Carmela? She was just
My grandfather's cousin.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
And just another picture.
Of them, yeah. And that would, if I may.
That's Grandpa Charlie.
So this would be more in the 40s, maybe?
Let me see how old he looks. Yeah, probably into the 40s. Yeah.
Okay. I was guessing by the clothes.
I got some letters here in Italian I didn't know I brought.
Can you read it, Italian?
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
But
My daughter can speak Italian because she spent a lot of time with the family over there.
I
never learned.
I can speak Italian, but I forgot so much because I don't use it very much.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's. But
Did your parents speak Italian at home?
my dad.
Oh, he did?
Well, my dad could speak. My dad spoke Italian. He spoke Genovese.
Right, of course, my dad did.
And I remember your dad.
Yeah.
And then he understood Mexican, Hispanic, Spanish. So, because in the fields, you always, but Portuguese.
Oh,
you
boy,
understand
he
that
was...
too. Well, Zenese, which Genovese, you say Zenese, and is really close to Portuguese. So
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
dialect.
I know they didn't understand any Spanish when I went over there. I gave it a shot. But I know a few words in French, and they were
Trust
okay.
me,
with
when we go to Italy, I ask very politely if they speak English because it's easier to, speak English for me than having to sit there and try to explain things to everybody who's with us. So
Yeah, and I haven't tried the app myself, but I understand, on your phone.
Oh,
I
yeah.
understand it's way too slow to really have a
yeah,
conversation.
it is. It's better just to be able to say what you need to say.
Can we have this?
You can have that one.
Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I have those pictures somewhere. I don't know where.
Oh, we could make a copy of it.
Okay,
Okay.
do that.
Of
that.
Do we have a copy machine here? Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, no, let's finish the interview.
well,
It's
I kind of think, what else is there to say?
Probably that's it, but would like you to say happy birthday, Milwaukee. It's 120 years
120th.
in 2023.
You want me to say it in English or Italian?
How about both?
Just buon compleanno al città Milwaukee.
Nice.
123, huh?
120 in 2023.
Anniversary.
120.
It's, because we incorporated as a city in 1903. And you know why we did that?
No.
Because the railroad lines, we have all these
Right.
railroads, they put shacks all along the lines, and a lot of them in Milwaukee, of dynamite to clear things off of the railroad tracks. So they have this dynamite stored in these shacks in several places in the city, and we couldn't make them stop doing it unless we incorporated.
That's an interesting story. I'd never heard that.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. All right. So did you say happy?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Milwaukie. 100.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.